make your calculation more strong, not just tactical monster. And the difference is when you need to see the tactics, you need to just spot one thing, but when you calculate, you need to spot multiple things. So here we go, there is a position, and it's very complex, but for calculation, you really need something more complex than just tactical puzzles. Okay, so we start with the same technique. We first notice weak objects and the weight of the objects. So king tactical weakness, queen tactical weakness are always forkable square if you have horses. Check it. Yeah. F2 is weak, but F2 is not the outcome. You need to try to see it as quick as possible. Train yourself. Like many people see F2 and the next question, and what? You take F2 and he just moved the king, for example, and it's not that clear. So you need to see, train yourself to, or retrain yourself to see clear continuation of your attack. So winning one pawn is not final outcome. You actually want to hit G2 after that. And that's another point. Like, okay, let's see all the ways to F2. Let's see all the ways to G2, yes, also. And of course, jumps 91 and 94. H4 is also possible square, but not realistic, but you need better to train yourself to see it. Okay, for the queen is something like this, and it's hard to hit the queen here. The rook is also quite hard to hit except 95, so this is probably not the main point. Also, we notice F7 is weak, but it's defended multiple times. But whenever we need to defend, we keep our pieces passive. So it's all the time worth to question yourself whenever you have weakness like this. You need to question yourself, can I sacrifice the pawn? This is very important, and free up my pieces. This is very powerful pattern. And by the way, this is not the pawn. Like, as I told before, and yeah, what do we misevaluate mostly in chess? We misevaluate material. Because you see the pawn, you count it as a pawn. Is it real pawn? It's maybe 0-2, 0-4 of pawn. Yeah, it's kind of defending 7th rank, but it's doubled pawn and it does not much. Like, yeah, it's not the whole pawn. It doesn't worth to defend it and to keep your pieces restricted by this way. So if you can sacrifice, it's important. So next, notice H1 square is weak. Some ideas like this. So so we notice all the ways to H1 also. And basically this one is weak object, so we need to notice the way to defend it also. Sometimes we can win by defending. And the same as the same logic when we see F2, yes, like we can win F2 pawn. And what? He moved the king. He plays 94, plays 94. It's not the end. Like we need to attack next object, like G2 an example, but then he has this diagonal to defense. So the same here, we need to check. Is it final object of 7 or not? Like, okay, he can take this pawn. What's next? G7 and G7. So we immediately check, can we defend G7 and G7 squares? So the ways to defend G7 and G7, again, the same pattern. Check from here and check from here. G8 is very important square. Sometimes you can defend from G8 and just win the game if you bring the queen to G8 at the right time. But mainly we focus on this diagonal because it can defend H7. And this diagonal is available from this square, Queen B1, and defending H7. Now we can check this idea, is it working or not, if we simply grab the pawn and he plays rook f7. Yes, and we play king h6, h7 is defended by the queen. But the point is, if we play king h6, and it seems working, but the trick is he can play knight f5, interrupting interferences. So whenever you check diagonals, check can he close diagonal with the check in this case, because we threaten checkmate in one. And after we take, we not anymore can give checkmate in one, and he has multiple threats, it doesn't work. So whenever something doesn't work, next pattern you check, can I make it work anyway? Check again, it will be 1 to h2, knight f2, rook takes f7, and basically we have not much candidates moves, king g7, a little bit counterintuitive because allows additional check, but that's the point. After rook g7, king h6, rooks are not more connected. And knight f5 doesn't work because we simply take queen e5 and no more rook f8. And the next step, it seems it's winning, right? And whenever you see it's winning, you kind of start calculating. You start calculating and you think, oh, that's it, and you start move. That's where you fail most of the times. So you need to check, double your attention and check carefully. Can I, if I play white in this position, what would I do? And check more carefully. Rook f7, king g6, what would I do? Can I find the way to interrupt this this round, or decoy the horse, or find something like with forcing moves, like sacrifice the rook by any way. Maybe here I can play knight f7, knight f5, maybe I can play rook g6 or something, rook h7. Double down your attention, and if you don't see anything, then you still can make mistakes, but you will make less mistakes. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, when you calculate this a little bit more, yeah, I highly recommend you to basically hire a coach for calculation, because figuring it out by itself, you are making many mental mistakes when you're calculating, and yeah, and all of them you need to correct. Like you train in martial arts, yes, you learn punches, but after that your teacher or trainer just check what you are doing and to give you feedback. If you have feedback on your thought process, you can grow much faster, because you can correct your mistakes, and the power of corrected action, improved action with each repetition is, I mean, one of the most powerful patterns I know. Imagine if you repeat all the time the same mistakes, and imagine like each time you improve and correct some mistakes. This is just crazy, and calculation is very tough thought process, and yeah, it's better to have a teacher, and I'm one of them. Hello, my name is Stefan. So if you like my videos, you can definitely work with me.